everyone, my name is Sophie Zhai, the VP of Business Development at Universal Processing. Universal Processing is a credit card processing full service provider. We are located in New York City, the headquarters, and also we have branch office in California, in Texas, and the other different states. I'm very excited to be here with USPAACC for another Business Express series session where we connect innovators and entrepreneurs like you with the chance shaping tomorrow's economy. At Universal Processing, we help small business like you and diverse business to help them accept different type of methods of payments from restaurants to salons, to retail stores, and service providers across the US, even if you are in Hawaii or in Alaska. Okay, let's start with a quick question today. Ask yourself, how do you accept the payments today? Cash, card swipe, tap to pay, or any other technology? My goal today is to help you understand what's changing the payment world and how you can upgrade from swipe to smart. So by end of this hour, you will know how to use chip and NFC payments confidentially and confidently, choose the right POS system, and turn payments into the data that helps you to grow your business. So by the end of this hour, you will know how to use chip and NFC payments confidently, choose the right POS system, and turn payments into data that helps you grow. Okay, let's start with a big picture. How payments have evolved. For decades, we have gone from cash to credit card swipes, and later to chip cards and contactless payments. Well, even now, I don't know if you have the experience, when we visit some small business, they are actually still using cash only. They will have a sticker and a label there, we accept cash only. Or someplace they say, oh, for tips, we accept cash only. And also some business, they will label, we accept Visa and Master only, because they assume Visa and Master generally are cheaper than Amex and Discover, which is not true actually. That will be very complicated behind the fees for every type of cards. So from credit card swipes and later to chip cards and then contactless payments, each shift was driven by technology and by customer behavior. The magnetic stripe was all about convenience. I have to say that is the original type of the cards. It's very easy. We can all see a black stripe behind the card. That is the original type. And then around 10 years ago, the chip card, which is also called EMV, they came up. And they are focusing on security. They have been, we can notice that in the recent years, most of the cards are all replaced with the EMV on it. The banks, they all send out the new cards to replace the old cards, which don't have the chips on the cards. So contactless payments and the mobile wallet came with a push speed. And especially after the pandemic, during pandemic, a lot of people they were trying to find out a way that we can accept cards, but without have hands-to-hands contact. For example, some people say, "Oh, I don't want to hold the cards, and the cards I don't touch it." So on the surface of cash or on the surface of cards, there might be batteries on it. So contactless payments got very, very popular during pandemic. So nowadays, over 80% of the consumers in the US, they now prefer to pay digitally when given the option. So I'm living in New York City. I think since last year, or the MTA, the train stations, you can use your phone, Apple Pay, to swipe into the to swipe into the train station. So before we were trying to use the Metro card, you have to get a physical card to swipe it and then go to the trains, take the trains. But now you don't have to buy Metro card anymore. I remember when we bought a Metro card, every Metro card actually you have to pay extra $1 fee for the physical card. But now you don't have to do it anymore. You can use your phone to use the digital wallets, or you can use contactless cards, which has the signal label on the cards, which enable the NFC to just tap and pay, and then you can go to the train station. It's very easy and fast. This evolution isn't just happening in big corporations. It's shaping how local small business stay competitive. Whether you run a bakery, nail salon, or grocery store, you will all use it. Adopting the modern payments tools is no longer optional. I think it's part of how you earn customer trust and efficiency. During the pandemic, a lot of people, they rejected to make the payments, to make the consumption, just because the payments is not convenient for them. And also for, I don't know a lot of people, but actually in New York City, from my observation, a lot of people, they go to the market, they just leave home with the phone only. The phone can do everything. Not only phone, even Apple Watch, it can do the payments, the NFC payments. You don't have to take your wallet. Digital wallet is equal to the physical wallet now. Even in hospital, in like public transportation, you can take a bus with your digital wallet. You can take like a lot of transportation, they accept NFC now. So now let's explore the tools available to you, starting with the chip, tap, and QR code. I mentioned a few times about EMV chip cards. So EMV, it stands for Europay, MasterCard, and Visa, who were the biggest three card associations in the world. So when customers insert their chip card, the system will generate a one-time code, making it almost impossible to duplicate the card. It's much better than the first generation of the magnet card, because it's easy to duplicate for last version. But for EMV chip cards, it's impossible to duplicate the card. So when people say that they, for example, a lot of small business, they got a challenge is about, the card holder set chargeback for one transaction. If it's a EMV chip cards, 80% or more, or 90%, the small business owner can get the money back as long as EMV chip cards, because some card holder would claim, my card was duplicated, was stolen by someone else, the duplicated cards, it was not really my transaction. As long as it's EMV chip cards, so the bank card, the association, they will verify, this is the card holder's real transaction instead of duplicate cards. So if your business doesn't use a chip reader and the fraud occurs, you, not the card issuer, may be liable. So chip terminals protect your business legally and financially. I highly recommend everyone to check your terminals and see if your terminal is able to accept the EMV chip cards. It's very important. It has been in the market for a while. If you haven't updated your terminal, it's the time. And then let's come to the NFC, which is also called tap to pay. So you can just, for example, take your phone and just touch it and get closer. So NFC means near field communication, like Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, or any contactless cards. So as long as your cards, so on the cards you have the signal signal signage on the card. That means that card enables NFC, tap to pay. It's very fast, secure, and requires no physical contact. And your card information is protected. So for all the NFC payments, the backend, for example, we are processing company. So from our end, we cannot really see the real card number in the backend. We can only see the temporary card number for this NFC. So in another way, it is another layer of secure for your payments, for your card information. So this is very highly recommended. Adopting NFC can really reduce the checkout time by at least 50% and create a modern professional image. So NFC is not only a way of accepting payments, it's a lifestyle. People like me, for example, I'm too lazy to bring my wallet. And I think take my watch, take my iPhone, and then just go shopping. It's very easy. And also that's come to QR code payments. It's another very popular payments. If you run a cafe or salon or some mobile business, QR payments are an easy entry point. You simply just print the code, link it to your payment system, and let customers can scan it with their phones. So this method is popular because it's inexpensive and works great for remote or pop-up or delivery setups. After these three options, I can also add something more to this. In the recent 2 years, for example, the Whole Foods in New York City, they accepted the Palm, Amazon One, they accept the Palm payment. So first you have to register your Palm with certain cards under your Amazon account, and then you don't even have to bring your iPhone, or you don't even to bring your Apple Watch. You can, as long as you have your right hands who register under the Whole Foods or Amazon Go, you can just use your palm to make the payment. It's very, very convenient. And also a lot of, I guess some people might have seen it in a lot of taxi payments. They don't have extra terminals to accept payments. They just use their iPhone. Because iPhone, we can make the payment. So it means iPhone, it already has the NFC function on it. Tap to pay, the feature, the technology is already on iPhone. So usually we use iPhone to make the payments. But now these 2 years, iPhone starts to accept the payments at the same time. How to do it? You have to download a certain software. It's some new technology. You have to download some special software and to enable it. That is used tap to pay. So you use iPhone, the NFC to make the payments and also accept the payments for small business owners who don't want to get another extra physical terminal. So those are all the methods that we can see the difference of different time and the evolution of these payments. I have to say, chip, tap, or scan, those are each of these methods caters to a slightly different customer behavior, but together they make your business more flexible and future ready. Now let's talk about how to bring these tools into your business step by step. So step one, assess your business needs. Not every business should use the same method. So ask yourself, where do most of my transactions happen? In store, online, or mobile? So restaurants, they may need a table-side POS. Or a lot of kiosks, we don't need the labor to accept the orders. So salons, they need the transactions at the same time. They need appointment integrations. So they hope to maybe accept some deposit for some appointments. And some like a retail store, they might need inventory sync. Step 2, so you have to choose the right POS system. A good POS today does much more than take payments. It helps you to manage inventory, check customers, and generate reports. A lot of systems now are cloud-based for remote access. For example, I have a business owner who has 10 business. It's impossible for the business owner to run into every business to check the volume, the revenue every day. So a cloud-based system will allow him to stay at home and or stay anywhere, use his phone, use his computer to check the volume, to check the revenue for each store. It will be very convenient for him to manage his business. And also the integrated accounting and delivery apps. Nowadays, our restaurant POS, we can integrate, for example, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and a lot of, the seamless Grubhub, those orders into the POS. So the orders will be automatically printed out. A lot of old business owners, they will have different tablets from different company. I noticed that sometimes the restaurant might have 5 or 6 templates from each of the delivery company. Grubhub one template to receive the new orders, and then Uber Eats have a new tablet only receive their orders, and then another iPad for another company. It's too much work, and also you have to hire a specific person to manually input all the orders from third-party apps into your POS. And then with this way, you can make sure the printers in the kitchen, the chef, can receive the orders directly. So it is very expensive labor cost. So the integrated accounting, for example, the QuickBook. So some POS is also is connected with QuickBook. It helps with your finance and accounting management. Also, the support for EMV, NFC, and QR code payments all in one. A lot of time when we go to the dine-in restaurant, sometimes you have to wait a long time for the waiter to grab your check and then grab your cards and then do the grab your cards and then give you the receipt, you sign it and give back. It's back and forth a few rounds. But now with a good POS, people can bring the POS just in front of you, and you can select the tip and do the e-signature on the POS immediately. And then one step down. You don't have to go back and forth a few rounds. It saves time, it saves labor, it's good for the customers, and also it's good for the business. So step 3, we have to train our staff to get used to the new technology. Even though the best technology, we still have people who doesn't like it. People are conservative to accept new things. It's very normal. The best technology might fail without people who know how to use it confidently and who are willing to learn it. So practice the chip insertion, tap payments, and refunds. It's very important. Step 4, educate your customers. You can display, just like what I mentioned. Some people, they say, oh, we accept the cash only. So now you can get a signage say, oh, we accept tap to pay, Apple Pay, Google Pay, NFC payment. Make it visible to your customers. It will encourage customers to use faster options. Step 5, use data to improve. The POS systems give you a valuable insights. For example, when are your busiest hours? So what are your top selling products? Who are your repeat customers? Those questions, those type of data will help you do a lot of things. For example, the busiest hours. So for example, usually in the daytime, you might have 3 staff members running your business, but your business time might be in the dinner time, in the evening. So you will arrange, based on the data, you will arrange maybe another 2 or 3 staff members working the store to avoid, the chaos in the business. And for the top selling products, you might have some more inventory for those top selling products and to get prepared. So the Thanksgiving is coming, right? A lot of liquor store, this is very important for the liquor store. They have their best sell liquors. So from the data, they will prepare and they will get enough inventory of those liquors that are most popular from their data. And also, who are the repeat customers? Thanksgiving or Christmas, a lot of merchants, they will have to create some promotions. For example, oh, look, during the holiday, if you refer one friend or if you take one friend to visit our store, you can get 50% off, something like this. The POS systems can help you get those insights. So for the customers who might visit twice every month in your business, so now with some promotion technology, with some marketing, they might come back and maybe consume 4 times a month, increase the frequency they visit your customers. So, that's just not payments. The business intelligence in your hands. So all those type of technology is helping you to grow your business. Once you go digital, you will see the benefits quickly. First, as I mentioned a few times, security. Chip and NFC reduce the fraud and the chargebacks. For small business owners, it is like a 100% sure you will lose the chargeback opportunity. You will lose to get the money back if you don't use the chip or NFC card payments. That is from my, unfortunately, I always tell my small business owners, please do not key in the card numbers and expiration date. It is very, very dangerous. If chargebacks happen, I really have nothing to help you. It's really difficult to win back the money. So for security reason, you have to use the chip and NFC. Second, the speed. The checkout lines will move very fast, and customers love that. So everyone is in a rush, and if you can cut the waiting time from like 1 minute to 30 seconds, no one will say, oh, I don't like it, right? It will increase your efficiency and the turnover rate. So one table might serve like three rounds of customers instead of 2 rounds of customers for the dinner time, if you can speed up. So third thing is satisfaction. You will look modern and professional, which builds loyalty. I guess the iPhone, why the iPhone is very popular in the recent like 10 years, like 15 years, is because design and also the speed, the design, speed, and the security together. Customers feel very satisfied with the product. So from this perspective, we also recommend the digital payments. So the fourth point, scalability. So it's easier to add e-commerce, delivery, or loyalty programs later. Just as I say, if you can use a good POS system, it's together with the loyalty program. Every dollar the consumer they spend, they will get certain points. And some people, you can say, oh, when you get certain points, you can get different type of, you can redeem different type of products, or you can go to different type of the group, the customer group, and enjoy different discount percentage. The VIP, the level 2 might have 20% off. The VIP level 1 might have like a 30% off if you have like 1,000 points in your account, something like this. So it will be easier to add some value to your customers and also add some value to you, to small business owners who can get the payments in advance. So, for example, one of our small business, I still remember, is a nail salon, upgraded from a swipe reader to a full NFC POS system. So within 3 months, her tips increased 25%. The repeat business grew, and she reduced the checkout time by half. So it is very interesting. A lot of people, so they noticed that a lot of business owners, they told me that, so when you hold the POS machine in front of the card holder and say, oh, here is the bill, and you can add the tip on the screen and sign the screen, make it all digital. The customers, the card holders, prefer to add more tips in front of the waiter. This is very, I think, psychology side. So people don't want to give little tip for people who is just standing in front of you and served you like 2 minutes ago, right? It's very reasonable. So looking ahead, here is what's next. So AI-driven fraud detection. The systems will automatically block suspicious patterns with the chip and NFC. The chargeback rate is much lower, and the fraud is much lower. There is data behind this. And also the buy now and pay later options becoming standard in small retail. What is buy now and pay later option? So a lot of shopping websites, when you go you might see a button when you check out to say, oh, buy now and pay later with 0 interest rate. So this is the another option. It's like a new option in the few, I think, 4 to 5 years. Buy now, pay later is very popular. And the digital wallet loyalty, you can combine the payments and rewards in just one tap. Also, when you go shopping, sometimes you don't have, for example, you go to Saks to buy something, but you don't have account with Saks. You don't have to register account. You can directly use your Apple Pay or digital wallet to make the payments. So connected with the digital wallet, there is already a shipping address there to connect it with these payments. So you don't have to have so many logins for so many shopping websites. You can just use your digital wallet to make the payments, and the delivery will be connected with your setup, the default setup on your digital wallets. The goal is then to chase every new trend. Is just to stay adaptable and open to innovations. Okay, so let's just recap a little bit what we have learned today. The digital payments are not just convenient. The digital payments are technology help you to grow your business in the new century. They are your competitive edge. And chip and NFC, it is protecting your business and your customers. Modern POS system can turn every transaction into useful data, which helps you manage your finance and help your customers make a better choice. And going cashless isn't about eliminating cash. It's just about operating smarter. So this is a type of thinking for accepting different type of digital payments. I hope everyone can learn something from this session, and welcome to our Q&A session. And let's see if anyone has any questions. Okay, I do see some questions. Let me see. How fast is fast when it comes to receiving funds for digital payments? Good question. So traditionally, the physical credit card terminal would have 2 options, either the phone cable or internet cable or Wi-Fi. Well, internet cable and Wi-Fi, they're similar. So for the phone cable, it will take sometimes 10 seconds to swipe a card. or even more. Sometimes I know if the phone cable, the signal is very weak, it might take even 30 seconds to swipe a card. For the internet cable or the Wi-Fi, it can take like 10 seconds to 15 seconds to swipe a card. But for NFC, it will take like 2 to 3 seconds to make a payment. It's very, very fast, easy, and very, very easy and fast. Let's see, next question. I heard that the hidden fees when they come with the payment processor contracts, is there anything specific small business need to look out for? Well, that's a very good question. Hidden fees. Well, when you call it hidden, it means you cannot really see the fees directly from your payment statements. So you have to ask for help from some professional consultants. For example, me. Each item, so Visa Master, every item, every card already has a certain fee under the behind it. So every swipe, even though you receive the bill, so traditionally, for example, now it's November. So for example, in November, in the beginning of November, you will get statement for October. You will get deducted of the statement fee for October. So it's a delay. There's a delay for that. So on the statements, it will list all the transactions it happened in October. So for all the transactions, every transaction will be categorized with a certain type of card transaction. So the card will have the rate, the fee as a rate, and also a transaction fee for each item, for each transaction. Professional, the consultants, they will look into every detail and see if they put some extra percentage or extra transaction fees to each transaction. So it is very detail oriented. But there is one thing it's very easy to read is when you sign it, when you sign the contract, you have to check if they have a big amount of early termination fee. It's also called ETF. This is very important because some company, I heard about a lot of companies, they give 2,000 or 3,000 as a ETF. Why? Because they want to lock you to their company for at least 3 years. So before the end of the 3 years, you cannot switch to any other companies because you will, if you leave, you will have to pay the early termination fee. It is the industry, actually the cost is zero. So it's like a pure profit for the processors, for the company. So make sure you check the contract and make sure the ETF is zero. Let me see other questions. So my customers mostly use specific payments apps and wallets. Should I accept all of the payment methods or just the popular ones? So usually in US, Visa, Master, American Express, and Discover, those 4 card associations are the most popular in US. I recommend you to accept all because you cannot say no to the customers who is willing to buy, right? So some people, they might assume Visa, Master are cheaper. Visa, MasterCards, the fee for those cards are cheaper than Discover and Amex. That is not true. It's based on a lot of things. So the average ticket size, and also even with the Visa, a regulated debit card is so different for rewards Visa cards. The rate can be when you say the regulated debit card, the rate can be 0.05%. And for some rewards card, it can be up to like a 2.5 or even more percentage. So it's very different. Sometimes the Amex can be lower than Visa too for some large amounts. So Amex, American Express, they have Auto Blue. It has a special program for different type of business and different size of the ticket. It's all different. So for example, some international cards, even though it's Visa card, because it's an international card, it will have some extra fees on top of the regular fees. So it's all different. I recommend you to accept all. It doesn't matter that much, but you have to accept payments, right? You don't want to say no to the customers. Okay, let's see. If my Wi-Fi goes out, can appeal as still process payments, or am I losing out on sale? It's a very good question. This is called offline payments. What is offline payments? That means without Wi-Fi, without the internet, you still want to be able to swipe card on your terminal. Yeah, we do have some technology and some terminals who can accept offline payments, but you have to be careful with those type of transactions. So without the internet or Wi-Fi, you cannot really know if the card has enough money, has enough like a balance in their card. If you get the Wi-Fi back or the internet back, the card holders, they already left, but your system shows invalid card, or the balance is not enough to cover. That means all the transactions that shows invalid, you will lose the sales. So personally, I don't recommend to accept offline payments. It is high risk. But if you can have like a lot of terminals, even though we have the terminals connected with Wi-Fi, that's the most, we also provide the terminals with a SIM card. Just like your iPhone, you can get a SIM card and insert the credit card terminals to accept payments. That will guarantee you to check the balance and check if the card is able to swipe. So yeah, I don't recommend offline payments, but we do have offline payment available on certain terminals. The data is temporarily saved on the device itself. Okay, I think those are the questions. We might like run out of time, so feel free to contact me. And if you have any questions or if you're interested in learning more, and come to me, and I'd love to give you a special consultation, of course, for free, right? Okay, thank you guys. Bye.